Yo, so what is going on, guys? It is your boy MLG Squid here, and welcome to another zombies ranking video. And in this one, I'm going to be ranking all of the wonder weapons in Black Ops 4 Zombies from worst to best. So there are 23 wonder weapons on this list, and I'm going to be grading them on ammo, damage, difficulty to obtain, map, and basically what it does. I'm just going to be describing the weapon like that. And if you just want to skip ahead to what your favorite part in the video is, there will be timestamps on the screen right now, so you can just go skip ahead if you guys want to. But yeah, definitely drop a like if you do enjoy it, and leave in the comments if you agree or disagree with my list. Of course, this is just my ranking, but I've used all these weapons, so I do have a pretty good stance here of how I rank them. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. Coming in at last place, the 23rd spot, guys. This can't be really anything else. This is the ray gun, and yes, I am counting this as a wonder weapon, obviously, because, you know, it's a special weapon. So this is on every single ether map, all, what is it, 6 of them? Yeah, all 6 of them, and basically, it has a pretty decent ammo count, just to start off there, but the problem with it is its damage. The damage of this thing drops off really quickly, and when you pack-a-punch it, it really doesn't get much better. It gets more ammo, but I don't really even think it gets that much more damage. The difficulty to obtain, you get it in the box. It's only in the box on all the ether maps, so it's pretty easy to get. I usually get it like almost every game. Like I said, it's on all the ether maps, and basically it just shoots out this green projectile right here. It's not an actual projectile, so it just hits them, but the problem is it just doesn't do enough damage, and it creates crawlers really early on. So there's the ray gun, guys. Coming in at the number 22 spot, guys, I have Alistair's Folly, which is the main wonder weapon on Dead of the Night, the non-upgraded version of it. So this is a pretty similar to the ray gun, actually. I would consider it the Chaos story version of the ray gun here. Even it has the same color. It's like green, just like the ray gun. And it shoots out this green projectile, as you can see. And basically, the difficulty to get this thing, you can get it from the box, or you can unlock it for free in the library portion. In the back of that room, you can go around and find symbols, of course, and then get it for free. I do that almost every game I play on this map, and it's very simple to do. You can get it before round 10 for sure, and it has a pretty good amount of ammo as well. As you can see, it's pretty good at killing the zombies, very similar to the ray gun. I think it's better than the ray gun, though, of course. And it's on Dead of the Night, like I said, and it just shoots out this green projectile, but it does kill the werewolf in about 10 to 15 shots, but just because it stops being like a one-hit kill and starts making crawlers at about round 20. So there's Alistair's Folly. Next on the list, guys, I have the Ray Gun Mark II, which is actually on all the ether maps as well, all 4. I got that wrong earlier, but I edited it and put it in a little edit there. So basically, as you can see, I have the pack-a-punch version of it here, and this is a 3-round burst ray gun, so it's essentially the same thing as that. I do find, since it's a 3-round burst, since it's faster firing, it does run out of ammo faster, but it does kill stuff faster, and it is better at killing bosses, even though there's not really too many bosses on ether maps. Ammo, like I said, it runs out pretty quick. Damage is better than the normal ray gun, doesn't really make crawlers. Difficulty to obtain, it's just in the box, although it is more rare than the normal ray gun, I've noticed, and it just shoots out these 3 projectiles, this 3-round burst projectile right here, and yeah, so it's definitely better than the normal ray gun. I think it's better than the Alistair's Folly, but it does still pale in comparison to the rest. And the final wonder weapon that I have in the worst wonder weapons category here is the Winter's Howl. So this thing is, if you use this thing back in World at War or Black Ops 1, or actually with Black Ops 1 was when it was introduced, this thing was really bad. And as you can see, it's a classified wonder weapon. It can only be found in the box, and you basically shoot it and it just freezes zombies in place and then kills them, of course, or you could just go up to them and shoot them or knife them. The ammo is pretty good. I don't find myself running out of ammo too much, too many, like every single round with this gun. Like I said, it can just be found in the box, unclassified, and it just shoots out, of course, this freeze blast, and it stops being useful, stops being a one-hit kill like it is right now at about round 30, because when you actually freeze them like it is in this gameplay, like you see, it just kills them. As you can see, I get the points there in the bottom left once I just shoot them with it, and they're basically just dead. They just explode. So it is really fun to use, but since it stops being good at round 30 on casual, I expect it to be worse on 25 or something like that on normal and above. So this is the Winter's Howl there, guys. Coming into the number 19 spot and starting off the mediocre tier of weapons tier in this video, guys, I have the Acid Gat. So, if you guys, on Blood of the Dead, of course, so, if you guys played BO2 Mob of the Dead, you know how good the Vitrolic Withering is, which I'm using in this gameplay, and it's only around 25 on casual, and this thing is pretty bad. So basically, the ammo on this thing, the ammo is really good. I almost never run out of ammo with it. The damage, though, the problem with it is it deals splash damage to you. If you had PhD Slider, it wouldn't do anything. But that damage that it does, just that like burst of damage, that like the 3 shots that you shoot out with the Vitrolic Withering does an incredible amount of damage to you, as you can see, and it basically shoots out this monkey bomb effect as well of this green, you know, acid, and but since it damages you, it's just, and it's also really bad against Brutus, so the Acid Gat is right there. Next up on the list, guys, I have the first ray gun from Alpha Omega, the Ray Gun Mark X, and this is the worst in my opinion. This is also the blue one, as you can see, because of the ammo. So this is the rapid fire ray gun. It's the fully automatic ray gun, basically, and when you pack a punch it, it becomes dual wield. That's what I have in this gameplay, of course, and it's got good damage, it's got good accuracy, and it's getting it is, the quest to getting it is actually probably the easiest one, and but the problem with it is the ammo, and when it's dual wield, it's not as accurate, of course. You do get more ammo when you upgrade it, though, and more damage, but so it's definitely, you need to upgrade it, but the problem with it is just the ammo. Since it's full auto, it runs out of ammo the second fastest out of the ray guns, but it's not it's the worst in my opinion, because the other ray gun that runs out of ammo has infinite ammo. You just need to recharge it. So in my opinion, this is a good, I do really enjoy using this. It's really easy to get and really fun to use, but it just runs out of ammo way too quick, guys. Next, I have the Tundra Gun from Tagged or Toten, one of the 3 wonder weapons on this map, which is basically just a thunder gun that as you can see, shoots this high-powered, just explosive kind of snowball ice shot, which freezes the zombies and then kills them, of course. But it does deal 50 damage to you when you shoot it close to you, and that is devastating. So I'm sad about this one, because I thought I was really excited to use this thing, but since it does that much damage to you, just like the Acid Gat, this is even worse, as you can see there, because it does 50 damage every time, or like something like that. So it has a good amount of ammo, and also it is slow. It is worse than the normal thunder gun, obviously, because it just freezes them. It doesn't kill them instantly. The damage, it's pretty good damage, but it's not as good as the other ones on this map, the other wonder weapons. And the difficulty to obtain, I believe you can get it from the box, and I got it for free. Getting it for free is pretty easy. Just look up a tutorial. But yeah, so there is the thunder gun, guys. And the last weapon in the mediocre class of weapons here is the Death of Orion, the Scorpion Gun, and this is the only one weapon on IX or 9, and this thing, it basically just shoots out, it's almost like a Wonder Waff, so it shoots out, of course, this electric. It has a normal shot, and then has a charged shot only when you pack a punch it, I believe, and yeah, so it's called the Circuit's Kiss there, and basically just levitates one zombie up, and then, as you can see there, it levitated up the boss zombie, and then it just shocks all the other zombies. They can't attack you or anything, I believe. It does knock out the armor of the other bosses. It's not very good against them, though, and as you can see, it takes a really long time, though, to actually kill the zombies, so that's why I don't really like it too much. The ammo is good in it, so you can do these charge shots and everything quite a bit, and the damage, like I said, is just very slow, and it doesn't really do too much damage. You can find it in the box. It's really, I find that I get it a lot in the box on this map, and yeah, like I said, it just shoots out this electric shot. Looks really cool, though, but yeah, it's just mediocre in my opinion, guys. Starting out the useful wonder weapons category, guys, I have the Blundergat. So, of course, we already did the Acid Gat, but the Blundergat is actually the non-upgraded version of the Acid Gat and the Magma Gat on Blood of the Dead. So, the reason I put this one higher is because, as you can see, it's just a normal shotgun, but when you upgrade it, it does get a little bit more ammo and damage, of course, when you turn it into the Sweeper, but it's so good because it basically insta-kills. We'll just say it insta-kills the Brutus, which is, of course, the boss, the main boss, the mini boss on Blood of the Dead, and it's just so good against him. So the damage is literally, it's gonna be like always a one-shot to normal zombies, and then Brutus is gonna be like, it literally kills him like 2 or 3 shots. It's insane. And the difficulty to obtain it, you can get it for free, but you mainly can just get it from the box, of course. And like I said, it's just this really powerful shotgun that that definitely does have a pretty good amount of ammo. And yeah, so it's pretty easy to get just in the box. So there you guys have it, the Blundergat right there. Next up on the list, guys, I have the Savage Impaler Crossbow, which is the second wonder weapon on Dead of the Night, and it's a little bit less well known than the Alistair's Folly, but the quest to get it is actually, it's not too bad. It's just, I feel like following the goats was the hardest part for this, but yeah, you have to do a separate quest. Can't get it in the box or anything, but yeah, so this is a crossbow, and it mainly specializes in killing the vampires, because once you get this, it will kill the vampires in any round, infinitely, any round, instantly. It's a one-shot kill to them, and it's a one-shot headshot up until, I think, infinity, because I played till round 40 in this game, and it's still a one-shot headshot to normal zombies, even when the water catalyst zombies, the blue, like, the ice ones, they buff up the zombies' health. It was still a one-shot headshot. The ammo, it has over 360 shots with Bandolier Bandit, so it's got a ton of ammo. Didn't really have trouble with that, so there's the Savage Impaler. Next up, guys, I have the Kraken, which is the only wonder weapon on Voyage of Despair, but it does have 4 different upgrades: the green decay one, the yellow radiance one, the orange plasma one, and also the blue concentrated ice one. So this is basically a cannon. You can get it for free by doing a certain quest. I've never done it though, and you can also, of course, get it from the mystery box, and that's the way I always do it. So this thing is really good against normal zombies. It kills like 5 zombies at once, and from up to really high rounds, and it also is pretty good against the Stokers if you get the right upgrades, like the fire one and or just like the normal version of it. You can pack-a-punch it, and it will get more ammo, and it will get better. And yeah, so you could just go down here in the engine room and then just keep changing the ability as long as you pick up the part from the catalyst zombies when you kill them. So the difficulty is it's pretty easy to get, obviously, just because you can get it from the box. Got a good amount of ammo, pretty good damage, and it does pretty good against the Blightfather there because it killed him in just a couple shots. But yeah, so there you guys have it, the Kraken. Finishing off the useful wonder weapons category, I have the Ray Gun Mark V, the electric yellow ray gun on Alpha Omega, one of the 4, and this is what I was talking about earlier. So this weapon, as you can see, it has 100 shots, non-pack-a-punched, and then 125 pack-a-punched. It also boosts its damage when you upgrade it, and basically, when you shoot it, it basically creates this, like, chain effect to other zombies and does a pretty good amount of damage. You also have to do a separate quest to get it, but it's a pretty easy quest as well. I would say one of the easiest. Yeah, so this has infinite ammo. You just gotta wait for it to recharge. As you can see there in the bottom right, you'll see when I switch back, it also, when you stow your weapon, it is still refilling and regenerating it. So it's pretty easy to get. It's got a decent amount of damage, not the best though. It's one of the lower damages actually out of the, probably the lowest, I would say, out of the ray guns on this map. But just because it has infinite ammo, it's still got a pretty good amount of damage. It's a pretty good weapon in my opinion, guys. Starting off the category of solid wonder weapons, which are very good, but they're in the middle there. So we have the Magma Gat, which is the best, for sure, the best upgrade, the best variant of the Blundergat on Blood of the Dead. It's not very good against the Brutus. It's actually really horrible against the Brutus. I think Acid Gat might even be a little bit better, but yeah, so Blundergat is definitely the best for killing that. But straight up killing zombies, this thing shoots out this shot just like the Acid Gat, where it's like a monkey bomb decoy, kind of where the zombies chase it down, and it just shoots out this lava pool on the ground, the small lava pool, and then it burns the zombies. It's difficulty to obtain. It's actually, in my opinion, I've done it a couple times. It's pretty easy to get. You just got to do a little bit of a quest to get it, and of course, it like I said, it just burns the zombies. It's pretty dang effective. The ammo count is also really good on this, but yeah. So in my opinion, the Magma Gat. We're done with Blood of the Dead now. The Magma Gat takes the cake as the best version. So we are starting, this is at the number 10 spot, the Raygun Mark Z on Alpha Omega, and the purple version. We are starting the top 10 now. These wonder weapons right here are all incredible. They are all definitely the top 10 is by far, obviously, these weapons are what you want to be using. So this is basically the scatter shot version. This is actually my favorite version of the ray gun. It's not the best in my opinion. I had to make sacrifices here, but this is my favorite. I think it's the most fun to use. It's like a shotgun. As you can see here, though, when I try to shoot that shocker zombie, that shocker crawler, it doesn't have very good range, obviously, but the damage is pretty good. It kills, I think it only kills about 3 zombies, though, at once per shot, but the ammo is good. The damage is amazing. As you can see here, I'm around 29. It's still one-shotting zombies, like, very, very well, and very consistently. It's, the difficulty, though, getting this, I think this is the hardest quest, because it took me so long to make the Wraithfire shot into the chimney for the quest of this, to get this weapon. So it's probably the most annoying in that aspect, but I think it is well worth it if you can actually do it very, very quickly, and that's it for this weapon, guys. Up next, guys, I have the Wonder Waff, which is the second of the 3 wonder weapons on Tag Der Toten, and you can get this thing for free, or I'm guessing you could also get it from the box, but basically when you upgrade it, this is the non-upgraded version of it, and when you upgrade it, though, it does get more damage and ammo. Well, I'm guessing it gets more damage, and it can actually shock more than zombies than it actually can. Not upgraded, of course, and difficulty to obtain. The way I got it for free, it's really, really easy to get it for free. The damage, it is pretty good. It only shocks a couple zombies at once. It's not nearly as good as the other Wonder Waffs that we've had, like in BO3. Those were amazing, but it's still the Wonder Waff. It's still good, and since there's no bosses on this map, you can't really decide how good it is on those, but on normal zombies, it's a very, very effective weapon. Next on the list, I have the final ray gun, and what is my opinion the best ray gun on Alpha Omega, the Ray Gun Mark Y. So this is the orange ray gun, and this one, as you can see, just shoots out this explosive ball, and it obviously is going to be really good. It kills a ton of zombies at once, and I actually didn't know, but there's a charge shot to this where I think it takes, it does more damage, obviously, and the explosion does more damage, and I'm pretty sure it takes up, I would expect it to take up 3 of your shots, but when you upgrade it, it gets 6. And I don't think I ever ran out of ammo when I was testing this with this gun, guys. But as you can see right here, when I shoot at this guy on the roof, it has a travel time. So this is what I was talking about earlier with the ray gun not having travel time, but being a projectile. So this is an actual projectile weapon that takes time to travel there, so it's not going to instantly hit your enemies when you shoot it. But it is still a very effective weapon. It does a ton of damage, and yeah, it's just overall, in my opinion, the best ray gun. Moving on, guys. Move on to the next one. At the number 7 spot and ending off the solid weapons category, I have the first gauntlet from Ancient Evil, in my opinion the worst, Chimera's Gauntlet. So this, as you can see, is the Gauntlet of Light, and these gauntlets were the hardest to rank, because listen, there are 4 different weapons that are completely different, but they all do infinite damage when you use their upgraded abilities. They all have like the same amount of ammo, so it's really hard to rank. It's honestly kind of personal preference, some of them. So this one, in my opinion, is the worst because the laser attack is the hardest to use, which is this one you see in this gameplay right now. Every single gauntlet, by the way, has the normal shot where you don't charge it up right here and it doesn't like take up all your ammo, because it does do this. As you can see, my ammo going down in the bottom right corner, which the normal shot, just a shot right here, just kills 3 zombies at once, and I think it kills infinitely up to infinite rounds, but yeah, and it also has upgraded bonus melee damage. But Chimera's Gauntlet is, in my opinion, the worst gauntlet. At the number 6 spot, and starting off the very solid category of wonder weapons, I have, and like I said, these next 2 points, these gauntlets are pretty opinionated, guys. This is Gaia's Gauntlet, which is, of course, the green gauntlet, and I gotta say, this is probably the easiest gauntlet to get on Ancient Evil, and basically, this is the Earth Gauntlet, so it, of course, has that normal shot and the upgraded melee damage, and the better melee damage, and it also has this shot right here where it basically just creates this, like, rock, that like, shoots these rocks, kind of like a mini earthquake kind of happening. It just shoots these rocks up and then just kills all the zombies in the area, so it kills all of them infinitely, I believe. And obviously these gauntlets aren't very good against bosses. All of the gauntlets, I believe, yeah, all of them have 40 shots, infinite damage, pretty easy to get this, all on Ancient Evil, and as you can see, it's just a really, really solid weapon, kills absolutely everything in its path. So there is Gaia's Gauntlet. Leading us into the top 5 best wonder weapons in the entire game, I have another gauntlet, the second to last gauntlet, the blue one, Oranos' gauntlet, which is also the gauntlet of sky or wind. So as you can see, this thing is absolutely insane. If you die while using the charged version of this, I don't even know what you're doing, because it's literally so overpowered. So you can just stand here, but you will run out of ammo because they all have 40 shots, of course. So, but I think there is an even further upgrade after these ones. So this one is actually a pretty easy gauntlet to get. It's not too difficult. The gauntlets are actually really easy to get, and it just shoots out this wind. Of course, it has the normal shot that just kills 3 zombies, and of course the melee damage upgrade. And again, it's not very good against the bosses on this map, but yeah, it just absolutely destroys everything in its path. At the number 4 spot and finishing off the very solid wonder weapons, this is of course Tagder Toten's best wonder weapon, the Thunder Gun. I mean, this is for sure the best. I mean, just look at this thing. It is literally just like Oranos' gauntlet, but with more ammo, and that's pretty much the only thing different about it. So this, and you gotta reload it. So with the gauntlet, you could just keep a firing just infinitely. But so this thing is extremely good. Since there's no bosses on this map, again, you don't have to worry about that. Besides the little electric dude, so this basically just blows away all the zombies, just instantly kills them. We all remember this. We all know this from Kino, or whether it be Rev, or just anything that you've known this Thunder Gun from. It's really easy to get. You can get it from the box or the actual thing where you have to complete all the challenges and get it for free. That takes a little bit of time, but it's just got infinite damage. Really good weapon. Here we are, guys, starting out the amazing category, the 3 best wonder weapons in Black Ops 4 Zombies. We have Chaos Theory. The Chaos Theory, the second, or the first, I guess, upgrade for the Alistair's Folly, the second version of the Alistair's Folly. So this one has, I believe, more ammo than the original. It might have more damage for the normal shot, but it does have 2 charged shots, which make it absolutely amazing, and they take up only 3 shots out of your 12 there in the clip each time. And basically you have this tornado shot, which I think is coming up right here. So basically it just sucks all the zombies and then twirls them all around and kills them really quickly. And then while it's doing that, and then it also shoots this pool of like green or yellow stuff, this lime colored stuff that basically just hypnotizes the zombies so they won't attack you and they just walk away from you, and then their heads blow up. So that you saw that earlier on in the gameplay. So a lot of ammo, really solid, really easy to get. Chaos Theory, ladies and gentlemen. Our runner-up at the number 2 spot is Charon Gauntlet on Ancient Evil. The last gauntlet, the Gauntlet of Death. This thing shoots out literal blood, a pool of blood on the ground with its charged shot that sucks in and attracts all the zombies, again like a monkey bomb effect right here. It is amazing, seriously. And what does it take up, like 3 shots per time or something? It's like, it's really effective, and because it literally lasts for, I would say, like, just count how much time since I started this, since I shot this. It's literally been like 15 seconds and this thing's still going on. Against the bosses, again, this thing is not going to be very good. I don't know what the best gauntlet even is against the bosses. They're not really for killing bosses, to be honest. But it's probably the most difficult gauntlet to obtain, just because you need to go around the underworld and just find those coins. But yeah, it's really good, no doubt in my mind and everyone else's. It's the best gauntlet. And finally, at the number 1 spot, the best wonder weapon in BO4 Zombies, this is Alistair's Annihilator, the finally ultimate upgrade for Alistair's Folly. It has a scope, it turns blue, and it kills the werewolves in about 10 to 15 shots. So yeah, in about 10 shots. And it has 2 extra abilities, this green shrinking ability here, where it just like sucks the zombies into the ground and kills them really quickly. And it also has like a fireball attack, which is, the shrinking's my favorite, and then the fire is my second favorite, and then the tornado, and then the final, the green pool on the ground is my least favorite, but just because it's the slowest. But yeah, it doesn't actually get any more ammo than the Chaos Theory or the Alistair's Folly, but it does get those extra abilities. And just because I don't think I've ever run out of ammo in this thing, and if I do, I just, you know, I get a max ammo really soon after, because I've gone through so many rounds using this thing. So this thing is absolutely amazing. It destroys everything. It is amazing for camping, and yeah, this is definitely the best wonder weapon in the game, just because of its damage, its abilities, and the amount of ammo. That's really the big thing right here is, yeah, so in this gameplay you can see I absolutely wrecked the werewolf. But yeah, so Alistair's Annihilator, number 1. And that is going to be it for this video, guys, ranking every single wonder weapon in BO4 Zombies from worst to best. There are upgrades to some of these, like I don't know if I forgot to mention the Savage Impaler does not have an upgrade, because I had to re-record that one a couple times, but yeah, so I will be coming out probably next week. I'm going to be getting to work on this video really soon, which is ranking every map in BO4 from worst to best, and then I think I'm going to do bosses after that, or something along those lines, but because we already done special weapons and perks, and of course wonder weapons here, so yeah, so stay tuned for that. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe today if you're new for more videos, and tell me in the comments, again, if you agreed with my list or if you disagreed. Let's have a conversation. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, guys, and peace out.